Good morning, everybody. This is Shawn here. It is Monday, December 18th. What's going on there, Jay Shameless? Good morning. Hope everybody's doing good this morning. As you can see, I'm back in the semi. I am currently on my way to Jacksonville, Florida. I don't know if y'all know it, but last month I've been in the office. Well, now I've come back out of the office and come back out on the road, back out here with y'all guys. And I'm still going to continue the Shawn Talks Trucking every morning at 6 a.m. as long as the hours of service allows me to do it. You know, if I drive till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm probably going to be asleep at 6 a.m. But I just got up not too long ago, and now I'm on the road. And I appreciate everybody that's watching, everybody from Rosedale that watches, and all of my current subscribers. I appreciate y'all very much. It was a way that I could still do videos by doing them in the morning. What's going on, John? John Stratton, what's up, buddy? Good to see you here this morning. Yes, if y'all new to my channel, my name is Shawn. I'm a truck driver trainer with Rosedale Transport. I drive OTR. Like I said, I've been off the road for about a month, but now I'm back at it again. Truck driving start to finish. Good morning, yo. Good morning to you too, buddy. Let me know in the comments, y'all, where you're watching from and who's watching. I really appreciate that. I like to know where my subscribers are, where they watch from, and all that good stuff. So make sure y'all let me know in the comments where y'all watch from. Again, like I said, I'm gonna start doing this every day. I put out videos about CDL training and how to help you succeed as a truck driver. But this morning podcast, I'm gonna do every morning at 6 a.m. So appreciate y'all joining me on it this morning. Every day something different. Today is going to be a topic we're going to talk about is truck driver safety, but it's about safety things that we normally don't talk about that much. You know what I'm saying? John says getting ready to go back, getting after the new year. Fort Worth, Texas in the house. Good deal. So today we're talking about truck driver safety that's normally not talked about. Now, we always talk about the lane changes and driving in snow and all that. But what about the topics is very important that we seem to miss? So I figured this morning on this morning show, let's talk about things that we normally don't talk about. And those are things that can be very dangerous in trucking. Trucking can be very dangerous, but it don't have to be that way. It can be very safe, but we just got to learn to talk about it. We've got to learn to speak about it and ask the questions. But I believe if we keep it current on our mind, not only will it help y'all, but it helps me too, especially when I'm out here driving just like y'all. It keeps me mindful of these things by keeping it on my mind. So these are no particular order. These are some things that I thought of and I looked up online and did some research on. But the first one's going to be mental health awareness. I mean, drivers, we've got long hours on the road. We're gone away from family for weeks and months at a time. That's part of safety. That can take a mental toll on us. You've got to find a way that, you can fall in depression. You can get anxious. You can get, anxiety. And a lot of things can happen. But you've got to find a way to channel these things, either by talking to someone or praying. Like, I've got a relationship with God where I pray constantly all the time. I make sure that I speak to my family every day, and it's not just you, but your family too. They get lonely and they get depressed. So, my wife's sad that I had to come back out on the road, but she also understands this part of it too. So it is what it is. Good morning, Jay Leatherman. Southern Houston, top of the morning to you. Good morning to you too, buddy. Good morning, Leatherman. If you're just joining me live, we are talking about truck driver safety points that we normally don't talk about. So with mental health, you need to, some companies have a reach out that you can reach out to, a driver liaison. If you need somebody to talk to, y'all know y'all got my number. Y'all can call me, y'all can email me, and I'll talk to you. I'm back on the road now. I didn't get a chance to, I might have missed some of y'all's phone calls last month, but I called you, always called you back. But me being on the road, I'm available for y'all drivers all day. I got my headset on, and as long as I'm driving on the road, I'm available to talk. So if you need somebody to talk to, just call me, and I'll try to help you any way I can. Okay, drivers? All right. Another thing that's not talked about as far as safety goes is proper footwear. Drivers, I know some shows make fun of people wearing flip-flops and stuff all the time, and they should. It's not safe. How many times, drivers, do y'all see? Y'all let me know in the comments. But how many times do y'all see? Once a day, twice a day. I don't go a day without seeing a truck driver in slides or flip-flops. And that's with all companies, and it's sad. What you do in your truck is your own business, but getting out of that truck, it is so dangerous to be walking around with slides on. You can slip and you can fall. Not only is it just nasty because you get your feet muddy and stuff like that, but you can slip easy. I've seen stuff fall and break people's toes. Proper footwear is very important, but it's also, when I say proper footwear, I'm not just talking about wearing boots. Yeah, when you have the truck, but what about when you're in the truck? I've got some soft tennis shoes on right now inside the truck. I'm trying to keep my feet comfortable. So you want to be comfortable, and I know slides are comfortable, and I'm not dissing on that if you're wearing them in the truck. It's just when you get out of the truck. But you need some good comfortable shoes while you're in the truck. You also need some good socks. These are stuff that's not talked about with trucking. Your proper socks is going to keep your feet feeling good and keep your circulation going. You know what I'm saying? Yes, right. Driver Islands are slippery. It really is. Louisville, Kentucky's in the house, I see. Appreciate you watching, big dog. We got a lot of runs right outside of GE in Louisville. If you're looking for a good company y'all to work for, you need to call Rosedale. 706-226-1003. Ask for Tina. Whoa, you see that guy? Hey, get on the road, FedEx. God, y'all see that? FedEx is about to come over on me. Jesus. Speaking of safety, y'all, we got to pay attention. You got to pay attention, everybody. See that right there? Another driver falling asleep, playing on his phone. Appreciate you, driver, letting me over anyway. Woo-wee! You got to keep your eyes focused, y'all. That's why it's important not to drive drowsy. I mean, I'm wide awake. I got me some coffee, but I seen he was coming. I was able to move a little bit. But if you're drowsy, you're driving drowsy, you might not be able to react to that quick. First little shot of snow this evening. Cincinnati. Wow, okay. Yeah, about time for it. About time for that snow. Speaking of snow, y'all, when y'all are driving in that, you got to be extra careful and keep your distance and stuff. But stuff like that FedEx guy that was coming over on me back there, man, he'll slide into you real quick if you ain't careful. All right, so we're talking about safety things. We're talking about footwear. We're talking about a lot of things, but we're talking about this morning about truck driver safety tips that we normally don't talk about. Get on the road, Shawn. Get on the road, there, driver. All right. So I have good socks. You know what I'm saying? I also have those circulation socks. Keep my circulation going. I look like a baseball player sometimes when I get them all the way up to my knees, but it's important to keep proper circulation going. And that's one thing that we just don't talk about, drivers. We don't talk about it in trucking, but it's true. It's just as important as having a rain gear, just as important as having comfortable clothes, but having comfortable shoes and socks is very important, and it's also part of safety. So make sure you're taking that seriously, y'all, okay? All right, next thing we're going to talk about this morning about truck driver safety we don't never talk about, and that's the hydration. Keeping yourself hydrated, y'all. When you're out there driving, I keep me a bottle of water right here. You say, Shawn, well, if I drink a lot, I'm going to be peeing a lot. Hey, maybe you need to get your butt out of the truck every 2 or 3 hours and take a leak. I ain't saying going into the truck stop and spend 3 hours, 30, 45 minutes. Yeah, it's hard, but, you got a pee jug, you can pull over somewhere, take a leak, keep on moving. That just getting out of the driver's seat just for 2 or 3 minutes helps out a lot. To pull into a rest area or in there and pee. So I constantly drink water. Did y'all know the hydration,
in 1 3/4
that keeps
miles,
you awake?
keep left
You get more
75.
drowsy when you don't drink a lot, especially if you're a diabetic. That water helps push that sugar out of you. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, Rob Jensen. Rob Jensen said he's in Dalton, headed to Lebanon, to Baltimore, then home time for Christmas. All right, big dog. Yes, sir. I'm get over this lane right here. What we doing, people? What we doing? Hear that beeping noise? That's my truck letting me know that there's somebody going a little slower than me and in front of me, so that way I can back off, hit the brakes, and back off a little bit. I like these safety features in this truck. A lot of beeping noise. A lot of people don't like it, but I like it. So I'm headed down to Jacksonville, Florida, headed down to GE. I'll go down there and drop this load, and then I'll probably head back to Savannah and come back up to Dalton, and I'm not sure where I'm going after that, but that's the plan anyway. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to talk about is focusing on your diet and nutrition. Okay, that is very important. I talk about this on other morning shows, but it's also part of truck driver safety, is making sure that you're not eating all those carbs and all that sugary stuff. I mean, yes, I get it.
Keep left to I-75.
It's easy to eat snacks and stuff out here. We get bored, but you got to start putting stuff in you that's healthy. And I'm speaking for myself. Stay away from those sugary drinks. Make sure you're drinking water. Make sure you're drinking, protein and things like that instead of just bad sugary drinks, sugary stuff all the time. But it's also, that's part of safety, having a proper diet. Okay. Vision care. Making sure you're taking care of your eyes, y'all. Even if you're not a diabetic, you need to get an eye exam once a year. Me being a diabetic, I get done once a year. We got insurance out there. Might as well use it. Eye exam's only $10. Make sure you're keeping up with that, because we're driving at night. We have our eyes are very, very important to us. So make sure that you're paying attention and you're getting your eyes checked out if you need glasses, or if you're having any problems with nighttime vision or anything like that. It's important. Good morning, David M. What's up, buddy? Memphis, Tennessee. Okay, you're in the Denton, Texas tonight. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Appreciate all y'all drivers out there watching. Let me know also in the comments what company you work for. Let me know who you work for and how you like working with them. And also let me know if you're in CDL school, or if you're just not even a truck driver, or if you are a truck driver. I like to know in the comments who watches. I have a lot of drivers, or a lot of people that watch that are not drivers. I have retired drivers, and all kinds of different things. I like to get to know my audience a little better. That way I can shout out to you when I see you in the comments or whatever. We're talking about safety that normally truck driving shows don't talk about. That's the safety tips that we don't talk about, That's what we're talking about. All right. Vehicle maintenance and training. All right, drivers, we talk about safety and, running about this, but what about your maintenance on your vehicle? I ain't talking about doing a pre-trip. I ain't talking about doing a post-trip. Yeah, that's important. But what about your regular PMs, y'all? These are important to keep up with your safety. Not only does it keep the life of your truck, but it keeps up with all your things that you may not have noticed. So it's important to get these PMs done on these trucks. And I realized that when I was in the office. I learned a lot in the last 30 days. You got to get a PM for a truck. It's good to get a PM. You think, well, your company wants to get it done, da-da-da-da. You're like, screw it, I gotta get my miles. But you'd be surprised. When I was in that shop out there, when people come in to get their oil changed, they would find things wrong with their tires, their brakes, or things, air leaks that maybe they couldn't even see, but they caught it during that preventive maintenance. So it's very important that you're getting that done. And when you don't get it done, when you get a check engine light, I see a lot of drivers go get a check engine light on their truck, and they'll just keep riding it. But so when they get in there to the shop, they put a computer in, and drivers will come in and say, I don't know what happened, the check engine light just come on. They put that computer in and they can see it's been on for 3 months. But what happens is that the computer is telling them something is wrong. What's up, Brian Walton? It's telling them something is wrong. And when they don't fix it, it starts causing other damages and other problems in the truck, and eventually going to leave them on the side of the road and maybe put them in an unsafe area. You don't hear a lot of channels talking about that because it's not popular, but it's true. When I first came back to Rosedale, they had some trucks that, to be honest with you, they wasn't in the greatest shape. It was some 2017 models I was in, and what happened was a lot of drivers wasn't getting the maintenance done. These 2018s, 2019s, they wasn't getting done. Then they went out and bought a bunch of new trucks. They're proud to say that Rosedale's over half the equipment is brand new. I mean, brand new. You come to work with Rosedale, even in a new driver, with the first 3 months, you're going to have a brand new truck, which is crazy to me. But the problem is 3-4 years from now, if these trucks are not getting maintained, and they're not getting the oil change, and they're not getting the PMs, and they're not getting this stuff done, then those trucks are going to be right back the way they were, and the only person we're going to be able to blame is ourselves. So getting our PMs on our truck is not only important for our company, it's important for us, to keep the truck. Like right now, this truck I just got back, because it's coming on the road, it's got 58,000 miles. I'm going to make sure that the maintenance is done correctly on this. My 23 International, when I got it, it had 12 miles on it. And I kept it all the way up to almost 80,000 miles, 90,000 miles. Mark Wendland got it. I talked to him, and it's almost at 200,000 miles now, and it's running good. But me and him are the only ones that's had that truck, and we took care of it. And they'll last. They'll last, you drivers, if you take care of them. Now, I know there's some certain things that go wrong with them, but taking care of your truck is very, very important. Very important. What's up, John Stratton said, I keep saying, oh, I've been a little bumpy here. Can't read it, y'all. Apologize. Little bumpy road there, big dog. I'll have to read the comments later. All right. Let's put that stand right here. There we go. Got a little magnet stand right here. I can put it on. There we go. Don't want to be playing with that phone while I'm driving. You know what I'm saying? I got my stand through my truck, so I got a little magnet stand. So I'm hands free, y'all. Hands free. That's what you got to be. You know what I mean? There we go. All right. So we're talking about safety measures and different things like that. Now, if you're just joining me, my name is Shawn, and this is Trucking Life with Shawn on Shawn Talks Trucking. Every morning at 6 a.m. we have a different subject that we talk about. Today we're talking about truck driver safety. Truck driver safety in the house. Brian Walton says, what's up, Mr. Rick? Hey, Rick in here this morning? Sometimes he is. I didn't see his comment if he was. I apologize. Well, good morning there. Good morning. Not sure if he's in here this morning or not. Sometimes Rick is the VP of the company. Sometimes he'll watch. He'll show and watch. Making sure that I'm driving safety. Yes, sir. I try to always do that. Whether he's in here or not. But anyway, so we talked about proper diet, we talked about vision, we talked about several different things. But one thing that we haven't really talked about yet is what about our safety triangles? Now, I see a lot of truck drivers going on the road that are not putting their safety stuff out. I know that the triangles are not getting put out correctly. I see it. Y'all see it all the time. And I see more drivers with the triangles out wrong than I do with them right. Y'all notice that? There's a proper way to put out triangles, and there's a reason why that we put out our triangles. Now, how many in here knows how to put them out? Anybody knows exactly how to put them out? Let me know in the comments. But whenever you're driving down the road, and let's say you have we're speaking about maintenance, let's say you have a regen situation going on, or, you know, some brakes go out, or something bad's going on with your truck, you know, you've got to stop. If all possible, you want to get to an off-ramp, on-ramp, a rest area. You want to get to a safe haven if all possible. Put your flashers on and get. The worst place you want to be is the side of that interstate. But I get it. It happens. It happens. What I don't understand is people just pulling over on the side of the interstate to pick their nose or whatever like that. I don't think they realize how deadly it is out there on the side of the road. I don't realize that. I don't know if they realize that, but it's very, very dangerous on the side of the interstate. However, you get yourself in a situation, you're supposed to put the triangles out after within 15 minutes of being out on the road with your flashers on. First thing you do is put your flashers on, put them on immediately, okay? After you put them on, you want to get out, but you want to get out from your passenger side. You don't want to get out from your driver's side. Traffic's coming by, so you want to get out from your passenger side. Now make sure that you're completely over that white line. You want to make sure that you're all the way over on the shoulder, but you don't want to be too far out over the grass. If you put your drives in the grass, you can put yourself in a situation where if it's a soft shoulder, you can fall over, or worse, you can flip. I know a driver who watches my channel, 16 years, safe driver. Okay, he pulled over on a shoulder last month. He went to go leave. The shoulder gave away. It tipped him over, and he rolled the truck. Yeah, he rolled it. Now he's having a problem getting the job because he's got a rollover. And he wasn't even driving. He was going 0 miles an hour. But he pulled over on a soft shoulder. So you got to be careful with that. So make sure you're getting your truck completely off the line, but not your steers on the shoulder. After that, get out on your passenger side. Try to keep, try to go down that side. Once you get there to the back, you want to set out your triangles. You got 3 triangles you need to set out. The first one, and this is the proper way to do it. If you're doing it wrong, it doesn't make sense. The reason we set them up in a diagonal area or diagonal line is to direct traffic away from you, not towards you. Okay? So the first triangle, you want to set up 10 feet off your driver's side bumper right there next to the white line. Appreciate that, Brian Walton. Brian Walton just gave a super chat of $4.99. I appreciate that, man. That means a lot, buddy. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Also, Brian I didn't get to go to the Christmas party the other day, Rosedale Christmas party. They were giving away prizes, and they had some free atlases to give away, and Brian Walton went up there and got me an atlas. And that means a lot, Brian. I really appreciate that. I told him one time, when you go to these Christmas parties, they give away all these prizes, but nobody picks the atlas, because the atlas is like $70-$80, the most expensive one. You think people would choose those, but nobody ever does. There's always some left over. So yeah, that's correct. 10 feet, 100 feet, 100 feet. Who said that? Sauter Houston said it. Oh, you're correct. So when you're putting out the triangles, 10 feet on the driver's side on the line. Then you want to go up 100 feet in the middle of your trailer. It's going in a diagonal line now from the white line over. So you got 10 feet, you go up in a diagonal line to the middle, you put that at 100 feet, and then your next one, you want to go another 100 feet. That may seem like a lot, but when truck cars are going 60, 70 miles an hour, it's really not a lot. So make sure you're setting up those properly. The reason why they set them up like that is when they see that part, when somebody's driving down the road, they tend to see what's going on, and they'll look over at you, the truck, and they kind of just start drifting in that direction. They'll drift that way. So when they start drifting that way and they see those triangles that are going back out, they'll tend to start veering back to the left and getting away from you. That's what you want. You want to direct traffic away from you. Okay, drivers? But these are safety tips that are not normally talked about. I don't know why we don't talk about them, but we don't. But how many drivers y'all see every day on the side of the road, they don't have the triangles out? Number one, they don't have their flashers on. Or number two, they'll have their flashers on, no triangles. Or number three, they'll have them out, one triangle. Now, if you've got two traffic going 2 different directions, then you also want to put a triangle in front. I know somebody in the comments will probably say that, but that's what y'all know up front. You have to put it up front. So these are some of the things that we're talking about truck driver safety this morning that we normally don't talk about. All right, the next thing is going to be truck stop safety. You know, most accidents happen inside the truck stop, y'all. Y'all know that? Yep. Truck stops will be some of the dangerous places. When I say dangerous, I'm not talking about nobody kidnapping you. Well, I mean, it's possible, I guess. They have a hard time trying to kidnap me. I don't know why anybody would. All right, you see how this truck car is trying to get over? I can't get over in that left lane. This is another subject, but I can't get over in that left lane. There's no trucks in that left lane. All I can do is back up. If I was to get in that left lane to let them over, I could get a ticket. The reason I know that, and I'm not trying to change the subject, but the reason I know that is because there was a Rosedale driver was in the middle lane. There was another truck in the right lane, and a cop was on the side of the road. And he was going to let the guy in the right lane get the middle lane, so he got over in the left lane. When he got in that left lane, the cop pulled out and pulled him over. He said, well, sir, I was just trying to let that truck over for you. He said, that doesn't matter. He's supposed to be in that left lane. So that's the way it is. So anyways, so we're talking about truck driver safety. I know I got sidetracked with that guy in the left lane, but so truck stop safety. When you go inside the truck stop, forgive me, y'all, I'm an old man sometimes. When you go inside the truck stops, be very careful. Go slow. I don't care how many times you've been to that truck stop. There's always different people there. Go slow. You're backing up. Take your time. All that is good and important. But what about when we get out of the truck? We always want to hop right out. There it goes back to footwear again. Yeah, it's coming up on winter. And I know a lot of drivers that get hurt by getting in and out of the truck. I know y'all have heard of the 3-point stance, but it's serious. You got to go out the right way. Hold on. There's been times where I've stepped on them steps and I'm, woo! Man, if my hand went on that bar, I went flying. I feel like I was on the monkey bars. But y'all gotta take that serious. Take it serious. It can be deadly, very deadly. When you get out, there's patches of ice. Walk slowly. I see a lot of people bust their backs right on the back of those spots in the road. So go slowly when you're out there walking, y'all. Go slowly. Next thing you want to do is you gotta keep your head on a swivel, especially at nighttime. At all times, make sure you're watching when you're walking in and out of the truck stops. People get hit. You wouldn't believe it, but they do. They get hit all the time. They fall on the ground, they get run over. You know, slip on some eyes, they get run over by my old Peterbilt. Come on now. So, what about in the fuel lanes? You ever pump fuel, pulled up, get out, and you start to run across to go inside? The drivers start to pull up, they may not see you. I make eye contact. When I'm walking across the fuel lines, I'm going to look them right in the eyes so I know they see me. If they don't see me, I know I'm jumping out of the way. So truck stop safety it's also very, very important. By just paying attention. These are just some things, y'all. These are just some things. There's a lot of things out there. But I put out videos every day trying to teach you things the CDL school don't talk about or won't teach you. And I do these morning shows every morning just to keep you fresh, keep your mind on certain things, and keep you right. If you're not preparing to succeed, you're preparing to fail. And you know what? Out here drivers, this is how we provide for our family. So we don't have a choice to fail. We got to make it. We got to succeed. And to do that, it's not just about driving all the miles. It's not about being the driver of the year or who gets the most miles. I mean, it sounds good and all that's good, but it doesn't matter if you get to the top dog last month and then you roll a truck this month. You didn't have a job. They're not going to look at, oh, man, Shawn drove all those miles. He drove all those miles the last 2 years. Yeah, but they ran over somebody today. Killed them. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how many miles you get if you don't have a job. So yes, it's important to get our miles. It's important to get paid. It's important to do a good job for our company. It's important to get the revenue up and get truck utilization up. All that's important. Truck driver safety is also important too. And taking your lights out and back home. So I hope these tips helped you out. If they did, let me know in the comments. Share this video, hit the like button. And remember, every Monday morning, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 6 a.m., I'm going to do my best to put out one of these podcasts every morning. But also, every Sunday morning at 10 a.m., I have Trucker Sunday. It's where we talk about the good Lord. We'll read the Bible. It's 10 a.m. every Sunday. So, y'all check me out that day too. Like I said, I put out videos and shorts every single day. God bless y'all. Before I end this, if anybody got any prayer requests, let me know in the comments or send me an email. I'm glad to pray with you. But I'm going to say a prayer, and then I've got a couple of emails that I'm going to read out. I almost forgot about those. I got a couple of emails that I want to read out. But dear Heavenly Father, I come to you in the name of Jesus. Lord, I ask you to touch all my truck drivers that are out there driving today, and everybody out there that's listening. Keep them safe. Help them get back to their family. Watch over their families while they're gone. And send your guardian angels. If anybody out there that's listening that's sick, that needs healing, I ask you to help them and to heal them and give them the faith that they need to claim the healing they need. If anybody out there is lost and don't know you, God, I ask you to save their heart, save their soul, and change their mindset so that when they die, that they also will be saved. In your precious name I pray, amen. If you're out there lost and you don't know Jesus, you're tired of living a sinful life, you're tired of being miserable all the time. How many out there are sick and tired of just being sick and tired of just being sick and tired? Let me tell you about my Jesus for a minute. I know somebody, his name's Jesus, that'll help you no matter what you're in. He'll never leave you. He'll never forsake you. All you got to do is say, Jesus, forgive me of my sins. I know you died on the cross for me. Come into my heart and save my soul. And let me live a blessed life. If you said that prayer, then you too can be saved. Now I ask you to go find a good Bible, start getting in it, and find you a decent church, and try your best to live life the best you can. Remember, we're not perfect, but we got to die daily. We've got to come to repentance every day and ask God to forgive us. Not just by saying that we're sorry, but by changing our lives, changing our mindsets. Go forward. Like Jesus said to the woman, he said, now go forth and sin no more. That's what you got to do. What's going on, Shawn? Tell Shawn. John Stratton's in the house. We got a few people in the house. Brian, I'm AK-77 in the house. If I missed your name, I apologize. All right, so I got a couple emails here. The first email is, let's see here. This is from Michael from Nebraska. Morning, Michael. Thanks for your email. Michael from Nebraska said, what's the matter, big dog? They kick you out of the office? You're back on the road already? They didn't kick me out of the office. I kicked myself out, man. I enjoyed going in there and working with Rosedale inside the office, but it was temporarily. I went in there for about a month. Now I'm back on the road. Financially, I had to come back, and I've got some big aspirations I want to do in life, and I've got to come out here to do it, to get the money to do it. So, and I've got my daughter now, so helping my wife, helping my grandpa, and it worked for a minute. It did what it was supposed to do. Now I'm back on the road again. So yes, they didn't kick me out, but I'm back on the road. All right, next question is from JoJo from Chicago, Illinois. JoJo says, how do you keep your food cool? Do y'all have refrigerators in your truck or coolers? Okay. Back in the day, I used to have a cooler, and we had to stop and buy ice and stuff. But now the trucks here at Rosedale come with a refrigerator that's automatically factory installed inside the truck. I have one back here. It's got a freezer in it and a refrigerator, so it works great. Also, if you didn't have one, you can stop at a truck stop. They sell them for a little over $100, $140. You can get them and plug them in the cigarette lighter to keep everything cool. They have those too, so. Awesome, 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 awesome. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all watching. Thank y'all for all y'all's comments. And I will see y'all in the morning. I'll probably do another random live later. I'll put out some more videos. But I'll see y'all in the morning on Shawn Talks Trucking. Trucking Live Shawn, baby. Let's get it.